All right, let's finish your notes. So look, a rectangular prism, we've already talked about that it's just volume equals base times height. This is 5th grade things right here. You did this in 5th grade. You would have reviewed it last year, so this is just even more review. So if we do base times height, the big B times H, the big B stands for length times width, and we're going to multiply that by the height of the object, okay? So length times width, for this one, we're going to go ahead and use 4 as the length of the base and 3 as the width of the base. And then we're going to multiply that times the height of the 3D object, which is 5, okay? So you would do what's in parentheses first, 4 times 3, which is 12, and then multiply that by 5. So our volume is 12 times 5, which is 60. It is 60 centimeters cubed. Cubed meaning a 3D little cube has 3 measurements, so you put a little 3 there. So that's 60 cubic centimeters, or 60 centimeters cubed. All right, so let's look at the next one, and we're going to change it up a little bit. It is base times height, which is just length times width, and then multiply it by the height. But if we think about it, when you're multiplying numbers, it doesn't matter the way that you multiply it, right? So if you mess up the height or the length or the width, it doesn't matter because you're just multiplying the 3 numbers that are here anyways, okay? So pick whatever you want. I'm gonna do the length as 36. And let's do the width as 24. And that's gonna get multiplied by 2. So now you can give options, right? You can multiply anything that you want. I like 24 times 2. I know how to do that just in my head because 24 times 2 is 48. And then just multiply 48 times 36, which I'm going to do with a calculator. 48 times 36 is 1,000. Volume equals 1,728 inches cubed, or cubic inches, okay? All right, let's go to the third one. We said it's a triangular prism, so that means the base is a triangle. The formula is still base times height. The only thing that's different is the base, right? It's a triangle. And remember, a triangle is half of a square, okay? So half. So for the base times height, it's half of the base times length times the width, okay? So it's half times length times width because it's half of a square. Then multiply that by the height. So focus on that triangle first. It's gonna be 1/2 times, to me, the length would be 10. And I know some of you right now are like thinking, well, wait, the base is that rectangle. Well, no, it's not, because remember, opposite sides make up the base. Okay, so the base is a triangle. So 1/2 times 10 times 7. And you're going to multiply all that by 22, which is the height of the object. Okay? So you wouldn't want to, you can multiply any order that you want. Move it around, doesn't matter. You wouldn't want to do 1/2 times 7. Why? Because 1/2 times 7 is 3.5, or 3.5. Well, we don't want fractions, and we don't want decimals, because that's no fun. Well, I know that 1/2 times 10, which means just take 10 and cut it into 2 equal parts, is 5. So now I just have 5 times 7. All right, and then 22 is on the outside, which I'm going to multiply by. You could still multiply 7 times 22 if you want to, or 5 times 22. But instead, I'm just going to do 5 times 7 because I know that. That is 35. And then I'm going to multiply it by 22. 35 times 22 is 770 cubic inches. Okay? So one option that you could do, which I'll show you real quick, you could do 10 times 7 times 22. You could do 10 times 7, which is 70, and multiply that by 22, which is 1,540, and then multiply that by half, which is really just the same thing as 1,540 divided by 2. Why don't you guess what that equals? 770. So you could also divide by 2 at the very end if you like that best.